In our economy, as always, there's good news. The good news is that 14.25 million of us have a job. The unemployment rate barely sneaked up last month. The bad news, because there's always bad news too, more companies are going broke. Our business editor Ross Greenwood joins us live. Now, Ross, that sounds like more job losses coming down the line.
Yeah, that's the sense that you sort of get out of this, Pete, and that is really that while the number of people with a job, which goes with also increased migration, has risen, and over the past year by 336,000. So the unemployment rate has ticked up. It was lower than expected, 3.8%. But the real issue here, it seems, is the number of people who are losing jobs as well. So as you say, while there's 14.25 million of us who have a job, there's around 570,000 now that don't have a job. And that's been rising over this past year, and there's around 57,000 more people today who are unemployed as compared with a year ago. So now, while the number of people who have got a job overwhelms that, it is also worth just keeping a little eye on the number of people who are losing jobs at the same time.
Okay, so take me through those business collapses, Ross. What's causing it?
Well, what's causing it is largely two sectors key, but it's been a big increase. It's taken place over the past 12 months. So in the 9 months leading up to the end of March, there's around 7,700 small businesses that have collapsed, and that's up 36%. So that means potentially we're on line to see some 10,000 businesses collapse in the year to June 30. If that's the case, it'll be the worst number of businesses that have collapsed in 11 years. And it also means that 1 in 30 businesses, about 3.3 million businesses in Australia, companies, 1 in 30 businesses in Australia will have gone broke this year alone. Now, there's a whole bunch of reasons for it, but it really does cause some suggestion that there is more unemployment in the pipeline coming down the track.
But if so many are going bust, Ross, shouldn't the unemployment rate increase even more?
Yes, it should. And it's interesting to note that those areas which are going broke right now, it's dominated by two sectors in particular. One of them is construction. The other one is accommodation and food services. So we're talking cafes, we're talking restaurants. So you can see here, this is the number of businesses, according to ASIC, that have gone broke over the past 9 months. These account for 40% of all businesses that have gone broke during that time. So we're talking hospitality, we're talking small businesses. So we're talking, 4 or 5 employees here or there, but still it is starting to grow. And even when you see companies like Qenos, the big ethanol, polyethylene company, going broke, and the hundreds of jobs potentially there, that's where suddenly the number of jobless might start to stack up.
Okay, change of subject. Netflix. Ross, it tried to limit our subscriptions to one household, so if we have a holiday house or go on vacation, we have to pay more, and no more sharing with your auntie or your mates. What's happened here?
Yeah, I know, that's exactly right. So that happened about 12 months ago, and it was really to stop us all sharing our passwords. And so wherever we went, we could do it. So they made really your subscription limited to one household. Anybody who's gone somewhere else knows what happens. Here's what's happened to their subscribers since they did this 12 months ago. March 2023, they had 232 million subscribers around the world. Basically now they've got a whole bunch more. So the profit of Netflix has jumped by 89% to $2.3 billion off the back of this. And the suggestion that Netflix was never, ever going to make $1, Pete, well, that has gone in the shade. They're right now making plenty of money, and the stock price is also popped on the back of all that stuff as well.
Happy days for them.